time for our second semifinal of the Strike Tour team competition here in the Bowling Promotion Tour. Our match today features Team Worlds versus Team Orion, with the winner earning the right to face Team Sirius for the Strike Tour Championship. Team Sirius won their match against Team Mercury in convincing fashion, 267 to 175 in our first semifinal. Here we are with Team Worlds versus Team Orion. Team Worlds will feature Mike de Boer of the Netherlands, Kenny Biot of France, Janus Meisnick also of France, and Ben Marston of England, while Team Orion features Shane Burton-Williams of Wales, Corné Visser of Netherlands, Joe Crook from England, Arnaud Ambiel of France, and David Barak, of course, from Slovakia. This is Baker competition in that each team member bowls one frame in our 10-frame match. Since Team Orion has 5 members, they will each bowl 2 frames. And for Team Worlds, since they only have 4 members, Mike de Boer and Kenny Biot will each bowl 3 frames in the match, with Kenny finishing the match for Team Sirius. All of our competitors have bowled 18 games of qualifying at various locations around France, and we are here once again at Bowling La Sphère in Fontaine-le-Comte, about 200 miles southwest of Paris, for our televised finals. As a reminder, Kenny Biot was the clear 18-game qualifying leader, out-averaging the field by just under 10 pins a game at 235 plus average. David Barak was second with a 225 plus average, and Phil Manning finished third in the qualifying at 221. This is match 23 of the 24 matches we'll be bringing you as part of the 2025 Bowling Promotion Tour. And now Philippe Sionville, our referee, will kick off our match. He will tell us which team will be on which lane. Philippe?
For the second semi-final of the Strike Tour, Team Worlds have chosen the lane 5, so they will start the match. Captain, good luck. Good luck, Captain. See you later.
And thank you very much, Philippe. It will be Team Worlds on the left lane. That is lane 5. It has historically been the drier lane of the two. We are, of course, on the Gateway Arch oil pattern, 42 feet in length, 9.3 to 1 ratio, 26 mils of oil. We've seen some good scores. Indeed, we just saw 267 from Team Sirius. And let's see how we do here. So as we size up this match, you've got Mike de Boer, strong player, Kenny Biot, strong player, probably the 2 strongest players on the floor right now. And here they are. They'll be bowling 3 frames each for Team Worlds. And there was a good shot by Mike de Boer, come up a little bit late for a flat 10. Of course, you have David Barak on Team Orion. But that is going to be a flat 10. Look at the 6 lay in the channel. So you got to believe Team Worlds might have a slight edge, at least on paper. But of course, with Baker competition, all of the team members have to get together and throw strikes if you're interested in stringing strikes and getting high scores. So let's see how this plays out, as de Boer, no trouble covering that 10-pin. And we'll get our first look at Team Orion. It is Shane Burton-Williams from Wales will kick us off on this right lane. And looks like he's throwing a summit or a summit peak possibly over there. I believe he will be straight up the track. And nice straightforward game, good fundamentals, and indeed right up the track for a perfect strike to kick things off for Team Orion. Just like we said, everybody's got a strike if you want to score. That is a great start for Team Orion. The strike on the right lane. Now we'll get our first look at Kenny Biot in this match. Kenny, of course, already has 2 titles on this 2025 Bowling Promotion Tour. He won the men's doubles with David Barak, and he just got done dominating the Cubica AMF Masters stepladder. He only had to bowl 1 match, and he defeated Phil Manning in that final 222 to 200. So Biot looking for his 3rd title here, and again dominated the qualifying. So it is Kenny's world, and we're all just visitors in it. And the left-hander deals. Good shot. Comes up. Oh, blower 10. Good shot by Kenny. Just a little bit late to the pocket, and comes up for a blower 10-pin. Look at that leverage. Nice and deep at the line. Really good shot. I think he'd take that shot all day. Just couldn't get the 5-pin into the 10. And now he'll have the single pin conversion, and that will be back-to-back non-strikes for the World's team. And across lane to the 10-pin, pretty straight at that 10-pin. Good cover there. We'd like to thank Storm for sponsoring our Women's Series, and of course Cubic AMF for their sponsorship of the Masters Series, which Kenny B.O. just got done winning. And of course the 2026 Bowling Promotion Tour is forming right now. You can check out the website, and my friend Bruno Bidone is coordinating that tour as we speak. And here is Corne Visser of the Netherlands, and he strikes in the right lane to give Team Orion the double. And the 10-pin lead right off the bat, 11-pin lead actually. So here they go. So, like we said, you can do whatever you want on paper, and that's why we play the game. So here we go. That was our first look at Janis Meisnick of France. Another two-hander. He's got that optimum idle. And gets it out to the dry, turns it up, perfect strike, beautiful shot there by Janis. A lot of these folks, it's their first time on TV actually. They haven't been in any prior matches. So he kicks things off with a great shot. And let's see, looks like he's got a little message for the other team there. He looks over, he says, "Hey guys, I'm in your head, it's on." I love that, love that. Now it's Joe Crook, can he make it 3 in a row for Team Orion? Oh, that's to the right. Looks like he opened up his shoulders, and looks like he pitched it out to the right a little bit. He does have that open shoulder in the backswing. He doesn't quite get it closed and square up to his target. So he goes to the right. There certainly is dry out there, but not that much to get the ball to come back. So that's going to be the 1-2-8 for the Orion team. And it'll still give them the 8-pin lead by virtue of the fact that they did double in the first 2 frames. Now Cook going a little bit cross lane, comes across, no trouble from the 1-2-8 conversion by Joe Crook. So 8-pin lead now for Team Orion. But indeed, Ben Marston can get up and tie it up, or actually take the lead for Team Worlds if he can find a way to strike on this left lane. And another two-hander. Looks like a defender in his hand there, a Brunswick piece. He goes out to the dry a little bit slow, comes up high. Not a bad shot, but a little bit high in the pocket. That's going to leave him the 4-7. Says he's yelling at it as soon as it leaves his hand. He's got a pretty aggressive surface on that defender, so it does hook. It did recover quite a bit. You can see Bruno Bidone and Marc Chavet in the background there, providing our French commentary. Oh, and there's an unforced error there by Marston. He blows by the 4-7. And that's going to be 8 out for that team, and that's going to put them in a deeper hole. So that's going to give them 65 in the 4th. And we're looking at an 87 pace, so 22-pin lead now for Team Orion. Here is our first look at Arnois on BL, and he comes up and mixes them up for a strike. Good shot there by Arnois. You can see his other two-hander. You can see his crossover step there. This is a good look at his approach there, because we didn't see the approach, but other times you got to use that crossover step to get that leg out of the way on your downswing. So 22-pin lead now for Team Orion after 4 frames. And here is Mike DeBoer's second shot. He will, of course, bowl the first. Oh, wow, that hooked like crazy. He got that in the dry early on, and it just went nuts. So, again, DeBoer will bowl the first, 5th, and 9th frames. Kenny B.O. will bowl the 2nd, 6th, and 10th frames. And then on Team Orion, each member will bowl just 2 frames. So here is De Boer now cross lane for the Jersey squasher 10-pin. He left a 10-pin his first shot, but that was a weak 10, not a cross lane 10. He does indeed cover the 10-pin. Good cover there. Again, 22-pin lead for Orion. Here's our first look at David Barak in this competition. He did win the doubles with Kenny B.O., so he knows how to win. And watch the power of this young man, explosive player, and another Purple Hammer. I think we might have to call this the Purple Hammer Tour, Bruno. You can see that classic starting position for the two-hander. And he turns it up hard. Look at that rotation. Oh, just a little late to the pocket. Not a bad shot, but no trouble there. Just leaves the 2-pin. And again, they'll sit on their 22-pin lead. Giannis, you better work that emotional support pin. You guys are down by 20. You got to start striking. A lot of folks to thank as far as this tour goes. A lot of locations within France that we visited. And good cover there by Barak. Once again, 22-pin lead. I'd like to thank the institutional partner National Sports Agency. Those are the regions of Normandy, Brittany, New-Aquitaine, the departments of Calvados, La Manche, Dille and Vilaine, Pays de Loire, and La Vienne, and the cities of Rennes, Chateaubriand, and Fontaine-le-Comte. Once again, my apologies for butchering some of those beautiful French names. I am Bruce Hall, your international commentator, and it is Marc Chavet and Bruno Bidone offering the French commentary for these matches. And indeed, Marc Chavet will conduct an interview after this match, so stick around for that. And here's B.O. with his second shot, and he blows the rack this time. No blower 10 then. He just blew the rack out. That was pretty much the same shot he threw the first time, but he got his reward this time. So again, 22-pin lead, but the Worlds have got a strike up on the board. And now we're back around to our first player. Here is Shane Burton Williams, who struck in the first frame. Can he strike again here? That's a little bit right and a little bit high. Picked up on the dry and turned up a little bit for a 4-pin. And it was pretty close to his first shot and certainly had a chance to strike. So Worlds will have a chance to cut into the lead here as we move to the 7th frame. And Shane cross lane, right to the 4-pin, no trouble there. 21-pin lead now for Orion. This is match 23 out of 24. We're almost done with our 2025 tour. And now looking forward to the 2026 tour, the Bowling Promotion Tour. We had a strike the first time here from Giannis. Let's see if his emotional support pin helps him. It's another pretty good looking shot. And he comes up late and he does strike to cut into the lead. That's 2 strikes for Giannis. First time on these TV shows and performing extremely well. He says, love you guys. Well, you're still behind, Giannis, so you got a little bit of work to do, but definitely helped your team there. That was a great shot. Here is Coney Visser with his second shot and last shot of the match. He struck his first time as well. Let's see what he can do here. And a little bit left through the hole. He does get the strike. There's no drama there. Right to the pocket. Strike, putting them back on the board. And we're down to an 11-pin match, so that was a key strike to set them up for the back half of this game. And here is again, marched them up quickly. He pitched it pretty far to the right, been wasting no time. Turns it up. He's talking to it. he gets it a little bit too far to the right. He comes up for a swisher 7-pin. So that's going to get the lead now down to 12, but it is still indeed 12 for Team Orion. And this time Ben does make the spare. So now a chance for Team Orion to extend their lead. They have a 12-pin lead. They can get it back to 22. They've had that 20-pin lead for most of the match until the World's just recently doubled. Let's see what we can do here. Joe Crook, see if he can square up that shoulder, get the ball to the pocket. This would be an essential strike if he could get it. Closes it up, much better shot. Oh, but it hooks early on him this time. Wow, that was an unexpected reaction. I think he put that ball where he wanted it, but it hit the mid lane and it just turned. He got through it nicely. I think he might have even got a little bit too much of it because it got to the mid lane and it just hooked straight up to the beak. Breaks up the baby split. That's good news. So leaves himself a simple 3-pin, but unable to capitalize on the strike. Once again, Joe cross lane. Goes to the 3-pin, and no trouble there. And once again, the winner faces Team Sirius for the Strike Tour Championship in our final match of the 2025 Bowling Promotion Tour. You can find that coming up on this very channel. Okay, here we go. Mike DeBoer, his last shot of the match. I would suggest you strike here, Mike. Pretty important. And he comes up, makes the shot, turn it up a little bit. It gets the mixer strike. Big shot there by Mike DeBoer. In the 9th frame. Really important. Important shot, important shot. Yes, sir. We got it. Okay. Look at that mix of the 4, 5, 7 going out late. So possible 2-14 for Team Worlds, and Team Orion pacing to 2-06. So by no means is this match over. Here's Anwar Ambiel. We've seen a lot of shots in this young man, and then none better than that one. A perfect strike in the 9th frame, setting up David Barak. Look at him plant that foot, gets all that power into the shot, turns it up, and yes, sir, hits it hard for the strike. And here we go. Okay, Kenny, it's your time to shine, my friend. Chance for 2-14 for Team Worlds. That would force Team Orion to strike 9 spare to win the match. If Kenny could strike out here. He had a blower 10, and then he had a strike that carried that blower 10 out. Let's see what he can do here. He's taking his time. Getting the first one is essential. So if he doesn't get the first one, Team Orion can go 9 out and probably at least tie. Gets it out to the dry, turns it up, dead flush in the pocket. That's what Kenny B.O. is known for. Clutch shot there. Watch this. Way out to the dry. Look at it bounce off that dry with all that power and explodes the rack. Huge shot there. Coming right down to the 10th frame here, folks. We're very close. Good shot there. Kenny, one more will put him in the 2 teams. Right now they're looking at 2 O's. So once again, 2-14 possible for the World's team. Kenny B.O. taking his time, take a breath. This is what it's all about. Put some real pressure on, actually, ironically, his doubles partner, David Barak. Let's see what he can do here. Takes a breath. Take your time. And way out to the dry. Wow, we got that one left, and it screamed off the pocket. Wow. Look at this ball come back. Oh man, let's look at this replay. Watch this ball way out to the, really trusted it left. He's like, oh, using the dry, and it comes off the left, dead flush into the pocket. And look at that 10 back. And that puts him in the 2 teens, so the pressure now solidly on his teammate, David Barak. And can he finish it off? 10 is important here because strike 9 spare would win the match if he strikes. Strike 8 spare would be a tie. So either way, David Barak will need the first strike in the 10th to punch their ticket against Team Sirius for the final. What a great match we have here. All right, Kenny, big shot. You can do it. Take your time. And once again, out to the dry, comes up, dead flush. That is what Kenny B.O. is known for. And comes through with the clutch triple at the end of the match, giving his team 2-14. He knew that was a good shot when he let it go. And look at that, right around the dry, perfect shot. His only blemish, a blower 10 in the very first frame, the second frame. Now it's all about David Barak. Must strike on this ball. It's that simple. Gets through it. Look at this rotation. Gets it out to the dry, and he rips, and he gets the messenger back across the deck. Headpin comes screaming back across the deck to give him the messenger strike. Wow. Doesn't get any better than that. He says, come on now. Watch the headpin. Screaming back across. Give me that messenger. Get out of here, headpin. That's the one right there. What a shot by David Barak. Oh, my gosh. So exciting. And now we just need 9 spare to win, 8 spare to tie, 7 or less to lose. So another very important shot by Barak. Gets it out, way out to the dry, and it comes back, and he gets the mix, and he gets the 7 pin to go. Oh my gosh, that 4-7 was very late, but he does get them both to tumble at the end. He threw this ball way out to the dry. He says, come back, come back, come back, and it does. First he thought he had a 10 pin, but he gets the crumbling 4-7. Throws it way out to the right. Come back, it gets the mixer, and the 4 goes and takes out the 7, eliminating any doubt. This is the match, and congratulations. Oh, he goes back up for the fill. That's fine. Congratulations to Team Orion. They have punched their ticket. It will be Team Orion versus Team Sirius in our last match of this 2025 Bowling Promotion Tour for the championship of the Strike Tour team competition. 223 to 214. Our final went right down to look at those strikes at the end of the match. And what a barn burner. That was really exciting. Look at this. 7 strikes per team, 4 spares per team, 1 open per team. Just that one extra strike at the right place for the Team Orion. And they move on to the final against Team Sirius. Congratulations. And stay tuned for our interview with Marc Chavet. We'll see you here on the same channel for our final match.
Along with the captain of the winning team earlier, Team Orion, getting one step closer to the grand prize. Strike Tour, the chemistry in the team, second to none. Is it going to carry you to the win? One more match to go.
We will see, but I hope because the chemistry is strong.
The chemistry is strong, and we saw the ripple effect of that frame number 10, those 2 pins that were just kind of wobbling in the air. And in the end, they just went to lie down because they had no choice, did they?
They had no choice because this time it's not like singles. This time I wanted to do it for my team as well and for me as well. So this time it needed to fall.
Well, there you have it. The future is now. The future is this guy right here, 17 years of age, David Barak, the Strike-Manator. Thank you so much for the insight, and thank you guys for being with us right here on One Sports.